ahead and get started. So today we're going to be playing some Jeskai Ascendancy Combo. This is a continuation of the Pioneer testing for PT Phoenix that I'm going to be doing. And I started that last week really seriously. I played a little bit of Chonky Red and some Niv-to-Light, which you can find on my channel and the Pioneer channel. But both of those decks, pretty value-oriented. Overall, fairly fair decks, trying to grind you out with, by exchanging resources with you and stuff like that. The decks I'm going to be playing today are both combo decks. I don't know how much combo I actually play on stream normally, but the combo decks in Pioneer both just got a huge upgrade. Like the ones I'm referring to, of course, Jeskai Ascendancy and Lotus Field combo. They all just got a huge upgrade in the form of Underworld Breach. So that is a card that, when you read the text box on it, it looks busted. It looks like a Yawgmoth's Will for 2 mana. So, anytime you're reading a text box like that, you kind of need to do your due diligence to kind of figure out if it actually is busted. So that is what I'm going to be aiming to do today. This list in particular, as well as the other list, actually, both of the deck lists I'm going to be playing today come from Adam Hernandez's. He goes by Yeoman5 on Twitter. His article looks like this. On TCG Player, highly recommend reading it. It's a good little quick breakdown of what's going on in Pioneer. A little metagame breakdown, and it has a bunch of different deck lists. I'm just going to scroll through. You can see all the deck lists. I recommend you check that out. Article's pretty good. And kind of very good catch up on what's going on in Pioneer. And that is where both of the deck lists we're going to be playing today are coming from. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and break it down real quick. We got 18 lands. Makes a lot of sense for a combo deck that's very cantrip heavy to be rather low on land count. You do have Jeskai Ascendancies to filter them away, but in general, if you go to start your turn with Jeskai Ascendancy and have all lands in hand, you need a spell to start looting them away. So you don't want to flood out. It's really bad. You don't really have good flood out mechanisms like the Horizon lands like you do in Modern. So you want to keep your land count low and just play some more dopey cantrips. This particular build is an energy build, so you're going to see a little small energy package with Attune with Aether and Aether Hub, which, I can give or take. The mana, I remember the time that I played Jeskai Ascendancy combo before, the mana was pretty bad, so I can see this being both of these cards that are energy related are very good. Hello, Ken. Both of these cards are very good at fixing your mana for this deck. So I'm pretty interested to see how clunky the energy cards feel. Of course, Attune also is a pseudo cantrip when it comes to Jeskai Ascendancy because it does replace itself, but it gives you a land, which isn't another spell. But it does give you a land that you can cycle away if you have another spell in hand. So it is something that triggers to untap your stuff and replaces itself by giving you a card. So I don't know. Pretty interested in trying this little package out. We got Botanical Sanctum. Only 3 seems a little suspicious to me. It seems like if this is the kind of card we want, we almost always want 4. But we're looking at 3 and 2 Spirebluff Canals to round out the speed lands. Makes a lot of sense. We don't really want to hit our 4th land drop. We are an 18 land deck, so we are a good candidate to be a deck that has a high number of speed lands. Note, all of them are within the teamer colors. All of our white mana pips come from either Aether Hub or this Slight Splash and 1 basic, 2 Temple Gardens. So we don't have a ton of white sources in this deck. But the white source, I guess, is the one you're going to want to play last most of the time. It does come in, untapped on turn 4 unlike our speed lands. So you're looking at 2 Temple Gardens, 2 Stomping Grounds, just kind of some green shock lands. I don't know. My guess is you want to play these last, because otherwise you would just play speedlands, although these speedlands aren't in the format. So mana in this format is so weird, especially in these 4 color decks. We also have 2 breeding pools to round out the blue-green lands, the blue-green dual lands. So you have 5 total blue-green dual lands that come in untapped on turn 1. Pretty attractive. Note, no forest in your deck. Makes a lot of sense. If you're casting Attune with Aether, you already have a green source, so you're going to want the non-green basics to be played in your deck. So you'll see the Jeskai basics, and I got these nice new snazzy star basics from Theros. Doing some Theros drafts recently, so excited about those. Excited about this mana base. This mana base, despite having a few things to look out of place, does actually look pretty clean to me. Next up, you got 4 opt. Love it a lot. 1 mana spells in your Jeskai Ascendancy deck. Really good, especially ones that replace themselves. Attune with Aether I've already kind of talked about. 2 energy, basic land replaces itself. Pretty attractive. Unbridled Growth, another 1 mana spell that fixes your mana. You can cash it out for a card later. I love how much mana fixing you can bake into this deck by playing some cards that are like kind of crappy cards, but like do actually replace themselves and like, albeit kind of badly, do replace themselves and do fix your mana. I really, really like that this deck has that going for it, and that is one of the one of the most attractive things about this Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck to me. And next up we got Fiery Impulse. This one's kind of weird to me because like 1 mana spells are good. That's why we see Fatal Push be so successful in this format. But like we aren't a deck that is terribly interested in interacting with a lot of creatures. There aren't like, you know, meddling mages in this format we need to kill, or like Thalia, Guardian of Thraben's not a card that we have to worry about. So why is it so high priority that we play 1 mana removal spells in our main deck? Like, you can loot them away with the Jeskai Ascendancy, but we can only loot away so many things. We actually need spells that, like, replace themselves, especially in the 1 mana slot. But I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. I'm really curious about these impulses and why they're in the deck over other, you know, another choice and any other spell you could play. But we'll see how that plays out. We got 4 strategic plannings. These are great in enabling treasure cruise. You see this kind of interaction come up in the Phoenix deck, where you just have this card that, you know, is a cantrip, a little overcosted, but it gets to move a lot of cards around and fuel treasure cruises. So, like, that synergy is kind of worth paying more mana for your cantrip. Jacob! Gotta kill those Kitesail freebooters. You're right. There you go. There's a human now in there. There you go. Reggie, thanks for the host, brother. Thanks for the host. Appreciate you. Yeah, so the strategic playing treasure cruise is something we get to carry over here, which is really attractive. And some bits. Reggie, what's up, man? How have you been? Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, strategic planning, great. And as you can see, it seems to be the best 2 mana cantrip this deck has access to, because you'll see the other, you know, 4 2 mana cantrips that we're playing are Commune with the Gods and Izzet Charm, which kind of diverge a little bit in what they do. This goes deep to try to find, you know, a Caryatid if you're missing that, or a Jeskai Ascendancy if you're missing that. This card just kind of loots, but has a little bit more flexibility, where it can be another removal spell to pair with your Fiery Impulses, or it can just be a counter spell for matchups like the Mirror or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm third. That's gas. Good, how are you? I am fantastic. I worked from home today. Hey! LeClaire Andy, MTG. I think that's you, Anderson. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate your support, brother. Ace with the resub. 8 months. Holy cow. Appreciate the 8 months of good content. Thank you so much, Ace. I really appreciate your support. It means the world to me. I miss you, man. What's the next event you're going to, Ace? Where are you going to be? I'll find a way to get there. Where are you going to be at? Anyways, yeah, I spent all day working from home, and I've eaten like 50 pizza rolls today. They're great. Back to the deck. I need to finish this deck before I continue just, you know, hamming it up with my subs here. Underworld Breach, this is the new card I mentioned, the new Yawgmoth's Will. Only 2 of them seems a little conservative to me. I kind of wonder if we're supposed to play 3 or 4, because once again, we can get rid of multiples pretty easily, and you almost always want the first, I think. So, we'll see. They do have some tension with Treasure Cruise with the cards in your graveyard. Like, these both want you to have a lot of cards in the graveyard. That's why strategic planning looks so good in this deck. And we don't have a lot of other ways to just, like, fill up the graveyard really quickly. We have no mill spells or thought scours or anything. So, I kind of wonder if this is kind of a concession to the fact we have 4 Treasure Cruise that is the core of our deck. But I still think we could probably play more Underworld Breaches and have it be fine. Then you got the Mana Enablers. These are the cards that, you know, you're going to be untapping with Jeskai Ascendancy to be able to kill your opponents. So you got Sylvan Caryatid. This is the one that you used in Standard. Hexproof so it doesn't die, and then, of course, just untaps. But you can't attack with this. So what you actually have to find is your Sylvan Awakenings once you start going off with this. And this will untap all your lands, or rather, it will turn all your lands into creatures. And then when you cast a spell, Jeskai Ascendancy will untap them all, and you can really start popping off and, you know, go around your opponent with some really big chungus creatures. So these are kind of the ways we're looking to win the game. Specifically, Sylvan Awakening is the one that can actually attack, but this card is kind of how we can start the combo. And then, of course, we are a Treasure Cruise deck through and through. We're looking to fill the graveyard up while we're comboing with Jeskai Ascendancy, and then just Treasure Cruise to refill the hand, get a couple more of these like crappy cantrips going, loot away some lands, just pop off on our opponent. Yeah, main deck's great. I'm great. Everything's great. Unsure. I went to GP Austin since it's close. I don't think SEG comes to Dallas for a while, right? Yeah, I don't think there's a Dallas on the schedule for this season. Which is good for me because it's so far, but I think Dallas is the closest to you, Ace, right? Look at that banana bunch, too. Little 6-month subscriber badge. Oh, I love the little bananas. I love them so much. I'm going to say that every stream. I love the bananas. Inkling Customs is so broken. All right, the sideboard. The sideboard, I kind of like this sideboard. It doesn't look like there's a lot of nonsense. Like, everything seems like it has a true role. Like, these you kind of want against blue-eye control, right? Like, where they're going to be trying to counter your Jeskai Ascendancies, and you also have, like, you can pair that with Pyromancer to, like, kind of help protect your Pyromancers and, like, get some tokens and pop off with Jeskai Ascendancy plus Young Pyromancer, which I love Young Pyromancer in this deck, specifically because it is so much better with Jeskai Ascendancy than like some of the other sideboard juke options. Like take Thing in the Ice, right? There's a discussion about Thing in the Ice versus Young Pyromancer in Phoenix and like what you actually want. But this card offers another graveyard juke alongside Sylvan Awakening that like in my opinion is actually just very good. It allows you to go wider than the number of lands you control like Sylvan Awakening, and it allows you to just play a fair game plan if you're not actually comboing off. So it works both with the combo and just as its own independent fair plan. That, to me, spells a good sideboard juke. So I really like the Young Pyromancers in this deck, and I think they pair well with a lot of what we're going to be looking to do after sideboarding. So, yeah, Young Pyromancer's sweet. Great way to dodge graveyard hate because, it does hate on our Underworld Breaches and our Treasure Cruises. Disputes, great for counter spells. Great in the mirror. Counters Jeskai Ascendancy, and fine against Niv Mizzet. Like the 5-mana Niv Mizzet decks, like those decks are just so clunky, you can catch them with Mystical Disputes. Just still a very good Pioneer. I said this day one, with the Del spells legal, like Mystical Disputes are going to be great cards in Pioneer. I don't think that's changed at all. Disputes are awesome. I love to see 3. I love to see the Young Pyromancers. Moving on. Fry, I think this is almost certainly specifically for Narset Parter Avails. Gonna matter a lot against the blue-eye control decks, but you could also like kill some stuff and I don't know, some of the, like, maybe white decks and the Spirits decks that's been going around for a little while, the Spellcaller decks. Kills the Spellcaller pretty cleanly around Mausoleum Wanderer. So, I like Fry. I think it's a good option in our deck. And, like I said, Narset is such a hammer against this deck, even with, us being good against Graveyard Hate, we're a lot weaker than Narset. So, big fan of Fry's. Love it. I plan to travel to 1SG at some point soon. Need to figure out which one I want to go to. Just let me know, Ace. Just let me know. We're going to meet up. We're going to meet up. Abrades. This is a good way to splice your artifact hate into like other categories, because like this is a good answer to like Grafdigger's Cages and stuff, right? Where like that shuts down Underworld Breach or whatever, but also just another good removal spell to bring into matchups where they're going to be trying to beat us down and get us dead really quickly. So I really like Abrade in this deck. I don't know exactly how prevalent the various forms of artifact and enchantment hate are. Like this, for instance, doesn't catch Leyline of the Void, so we're kind of soft, I think, to a Leyline of the Void. We have no bounce spells, no Brazen Bar or nothing like that. So we just kind of have to hope the Young Pyromancer them if we get Leyline to the Void, and that's like a little weird to me. Like, why aren't we just playing a better card here, like a Return to Nature? I don't know. But we do have a little bit double down on Artifact Hate with Abrade, and that'll pair with Natural State in some spots. And then yeah, like I mentioned before, Nature's Claim actually isn't in this format, but Natural State is. So we're playing that to blow up Rest in Pieces. We're playing that to like still blows up Grafdigger's Cages, and Deafening Silence. That's a big one. The 1 white enchantment out of Theros that like says you can only put 1 spell a turn. It's like a little prison enchantment. There's some decks playing that to specifically mess up both the decks we're playing tonight. So Natural State takes care of that nice and cleanly at a good rate. So pretty excited to see that. Last but not least, we got some sweepers. We got some Deafening Clarions. This is, I guess, if a deck's trying to aggro us down really quickly, we can just, like, sweep their stuff away. I don't know why it's not Anger of the Gods, which seems a lot better against the Dredge deck. But I guess we're kind of low on red sources. We have, like, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of low, especially when Hub's only a one-shot. But I don't know. We'll see how things pan out. Like, we don't have a ton of white sources either, but still, like, the two splash colors versus, like, a double of 1 splash color is, like, it's easier to cast the one of each splash, so we'll figure it out. Why are there so many... Look at all this Pioneer crap. Pioneer's really popping off, man. I have to, like, scroll down to find the Pioneer League. It's, like, all the way down here. I'm broke, so I have to pay tickets. Alright. Let's go. Let's jam. I'm ready. I'm ready to Jeskai Ascendancy, people. Hopefully this combo won't be too terrible to go through on Magic Online. I do not want to suffer through, like, trying to figure out, like, super long, miserable combos. through all of tonight. Although, I think the Lotus Field one is going to be more click intensive to Jeskai Ascendancy, because you can, like, auto-yield the Jeskai Ascendancy stuff and basically, like, just always yes the loot or whatever. So, like, I think you can use Moda to your advantage with the Jeskai Ascendancy one more than you can with the Lotus Field one, where you have to, like, select your untapped targets every time, and you have to select, like, your cards that you're exiling for your Underworld Breach and stuff. Looks like it's going to be fun. I hope so, Dynasty. I hope so. Thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. I played this deck for a bit at the start of the format. It wasn't too bad to get through. Yeah, I did too, Ace, but the deck was a little different. Like, the Retraction Helix, like, combo turns were, like, actually kind of terrible. Kyle 467. We're playing against Monster themselves. Whew. I mean, this is kind of the, like, we're already kind of seeing the, like, downside of playing 18 lands, right? Oh, what did they say? Good luck, have fun. All right. I never use chat, but we'll tell them good luck, have fun. Hi, chat. So yeah, obviously this hand's a mulligan, but like if this hand had like any green land, we'd have Attunes to just be able to like easily cast stuff. Like this. This hand's great. Snapkeep. We're just missing a Jeskai Ascendancy. I want the 2 lands, obviously. Maybe I don't want the second land actually. Maybe I'm just goofy. What if I bottomed Plains here? Is that greedy? Why does that feel greedy? Because I need to find a Jeskai Ascendancy. Otherwise, I have everything else dialed up, right? Bottom of the Plains because we're on the play. That feels really greedy. Yikes. I hear it, Dynasty. I hear it. Yeah, like I said, it just feels really greedy. I don't know. Like, I'm going to need a 3rd land, especially if, like, I get Thoughtseize and they take my Caryatid. It's, like, a little awkward. Like, we have a strategic planning to find another land, though. And, like, the Attune's going to give me 2 more energy for this thing. We have a bunch of blue cards, so we should probably take this island. Go. Island, go. This is probably an opt or nothing at all, so I'm not super worried about it. Green. We have 1 more use out of this hub. But we're set up. Like, next turn we get to spend cantripping, and then I want to use the 2-mana cantrip first because I want to save the 1-mana cantrip for Jeskai Ascendancy. Thing in the Ice. Ooh, the Phoenix matchup. Well, thankfully, they're pretty bad at flipping their Thing in the Ices. So we should have time to kind of spend a turn getting set up. I think the Attune is actually better than the Aether Hub here because it puts another card in the graveyard in case we find Treasure Cruise, and it also gives me more energy for the Aether Hub I currently have in play. So I think I'm taking this Attune. It kind of sucks I can't Attune and opt, though. That kind of sucks, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Do I have more red spells than white spells? My only white spell looks to be Jeskai Ascendancy, so I think I'm just supposed to take Mountain. Because I have multiple other things. There's actually like a universe where we find a second Fiery Impulse and 2 for 1 ourselves to kill this thing in the ice. Like, they're not going to flip it this turn. They're so bad at flipping Thing in the Ice. That's what I remember about the Phoenix deck. They just cannot flip a Thing in the Ice to save their life. Stomping Ground, eh? Okay. Now I have to use an opt. Bottom that. That's a tilt. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off too. Definitely don't need that either. Ding. Can I play it? I don't think I can play it this turn, right? Oh my god, dude. What is this mana situation? This mana situation makes me sad. Whatever. We're not really in that much danger of getting murked, but this is like until next turn, right? Yeah. And we still need like a little bit of help. Like, I'd rather actually discard both of these cards. So I may not play this land next turn, but I need to play this Jeskai Ascendancy around Izzet Charm. So we'll definitely be doing that. 1, 2, 3. I can do it. Unbridled Growth lets me discard Fiery Impulse. Alright, I'll shock. Blue, red, white. Ascendancy. Hey Teddy, what's up? A card that's worth considering in Breach, Lotus Field Pieces of the Puzzle. The card's kind of expensive, but that card is good. I'm considering going to Indy in February. Really excited to watch you play this deck so I could build it potentially. Oh, that's great, Jacob. I'm actually going to be in Indy as well, so if you do end up going, come say hi. I got to defend my title. I won the last Open in Indy. All right. Green. Cast Unbridled Growth, targeting, I don't know, this land because it looks like the crappiest. Alright, how do you do this? Can we always yield? And I think we just yes. We can just like yes and no through this. What is happening? It's kind of sweet because we're nowhere close to dead. Like, we just don't really have any pressure to go off this turn. So, like, I'm not willing to commit my Sylvan Awakening unless I hit another spell that, like, draws a card. Like, I'm willing to just cycle this, I think, and not have to worry about, like, mana. What is happening? Petty theft. Target what? Jeskai Ascendancy? Hey, look at that. I got rewarded. I'm so good. Alright, so thankfully everything still happens, so we're going to get to loot away this Fiery Impulse. This actually went about as, like, best possible for me. Wow. Yeah, this definitely went best possible for me. Because we get to untap this and just recast our Jeskai Ascendancy around Izzet Charm. Blue, red, white. Look at all those options. Gas. Look at that, chat. Max rewarded. Look at me. I'm playing great. I'm so good. It's calculated. Just because everything worked out my way. Gonna bolt me? Wild slash me? Sure. This is gas, too, because if they spend their turn, like, tapping out to flip their thing in the ice or whatever, we can just pop off with the Sylvan Awakening and this Treasure Cruise. Okay. Now I kind of have to be conscientious of another petty theft? I don't know. I think I'm just going to do this. Sylvan Awakening, and then we'll wait. We'll wait for the triggers to happen. Putting myself down a mana. This doesn't super matter. All right, put this on the stack. Yes. Fiery Impulse. I'd rather have the land. Okay. All right. My lands become animated. Okay. Well then. Can they flip Thing in the Ice to bounce my elementals? I don't actually know. But I'm going to hold a land drop just in case. Yeah, so let's float a bunch of mana. Blue. If they're going to bounce stuff with Thing in the Ice, I think it has to happen now. And we need to be careful what we exile because we do have the words. What's it called? Underworld Breach. Alright, yep. Flip your thing. What you got? Okay. Okay. Oh shit, I should have made green. Wait, no, it actually doesn't matter because I can still replay the Caryatid. Wild slash me. Sounds good. I'll pick all my lands up. Oh fuck! I need. God damn it! I've already screwed this up. I needed to draw a card. Ugh. All right. Yes, please. I don't need all these lands. Hey, that's a good pickup. I was playing so well. Let's go to Mountain. Recall. So the one blue mana doesn't do anything for me no matter what. So I just don't want to be forced to block. Here's a carrot. Yeah, I should have drawn a card with Unbridled Growth, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually like not keeping or whatever, right? I'm just gonna discard this extra Caryatid because we can't do anything with it. Don't think I have to block this one. Puts me to 5. Yeah, I don't think I have to block this. I mean, we're not dead, but I wouldn't say we're doing great. Okay. So they shocked. And we have 2 Sylvan Awakenings, but I don't really think we can afford to wait any longer. So I'm just going to do it again. Blue, blue, green. I think I want 2 green. Wait, no, it doesn't matter at all. Boop. Yeah, if they have another piece of interaction, I mean, we're probably just dead. Izzet Charm? Well, we have another Sylvan Awakening, so I guess we can block. Nope, can't do that. Yup. Breach. I don't really know what Breach does for me. I'll loot this away. Now what? I don't have enough 1-drops to keep popping off. So we have to block, and then what? We can Underworld, play Sylvan, then block. No, that's too much mana. Alright, I think we're probably just dead. Is there a way we get out of this? Unbridled. Yeah, I don't know that we can beat this. Just want to make sure there's no sequence of draws with Underworld that lets me beat this Awoken Aura. So much interaction. Yeah, I think we're dead. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything we could have done to win that game. I think we played okay. Like, I think we used our spells fine, just things didn't really line up our way. Phoenix is likely to have Narsets, and Fry also just takes care of Thing in the Ice, which blows you out with Sylvan Awakening, and I don't plan to change the Sylvan Awakenings. I'll get this out of my face. I really don't like Fiery Impulse. I like Dispute a lot for combating their disputes. We can kind of play a long game because their clock isn't very good. So I think we can kind of just generically go long with them. I'm not sure. I think I might cut a Treasure Cruise because I don't know what kind of what flavor of Graveyard Date they have, but I'm not going to try to overboard for it. Yeah, I think I'm going to lightly board like this. Actually, a Breach might be worse than a Cruise. I thought Breach was a little better, but I think Cruise is probably a little bit better because you can even still cast it when you're going off with Sylvan Awakening and Jeskai Ascendancy. Like, even if there's like a Leyline in play, you have these 2 cards, like, you're usually netting a lot of mana. You can just pay 8 mana for this, and that's fine. Alright. Let's try again. I think I messed up like once, maybe not drawing a card. I don't know. I don't think I did so bad for my first time. This hand is great. As long as they don't have Leyline with our hand's really great, actually. We have our 3rd land, which I think is going to be red. Attune. We have our carrot. Go. We have Sylvan Planning. Or, I'm sorry, Sylvan Planning. Strategic Planning. and go. Now they have the potential to have Dispute up, Spell Pierce. I don't really know what all they're going to have access to. Doesn't super matter. Caryatid's not something they're going to counter anyway. Yeah, I mean, we got the combo dialed up. If they tap out for like a thing here, we get to play our Ascendancy. And then we have Fry for their thing. We're not doing too bad. Red, blue, white. Here's a Jeskai Ascendancy. Play this land tapped so that I don't take a billion damage. Pass. Shock. Okay. Now, because we have the Fry, I think I'm actually going to take my time, like, comboing off here. I need to hold a land. Maybe two. I'm going to hold one. No. I'm just going to hold up Fry, and I'm just going to like cast the Strategic Planning, I think, and loot away this land. This is mostly to like try to find a counterspell or something to set up for like the turn we're actually going to go off. Unbridled Growth. Yeah, I mean, I'll loot that away. Commune with the Gods or Fry. I will take a Commune. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to pass. Like, if they're not going to pressure me, I don't see any pressure to go off. So, I'm going to wait till they, like, are forced to put a clock into play to accomplish something. Draw 2, discard 2. Okay. I think I might Fry this on instep. 2 Phoenixes. Oh, no. Wild slash me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Fry it now. Oh, I should use mana from this. Float of blue. Yes. Loot Commune away. Eat that. They've committed two spells to flipping their thing in the ice, and like now they'll have to play 3 to get Arclight Phoenix in play. And that takes a lot of mana, so we can just sit here forever. Tap land? I don't know what they can have for 1 mana that punishes me for the Sylvan Awakening. I think we might have them dead. But it remains to be seen. Jeskai Ascendancy. Yeah, because I can play her on Spell Pierce, right? Here's a Sylvan Awakening. Yes, please. Yeah, I'll discard the hub. Untap that. Make my lands into stuff. Blue. Red. Unbridled Growth on Mount. Alright, I think this is probably just going to be pretty trivial, which thankfully Sylvan Awakening combos off pretty quick. So we don't have to worry about, like, alright, Commune's most likely to miss. We don't have to worry about, like, this combo taking too long going to time because, like, we're not going to make these creatures that large before just trying to kill them. Blue, white, red. I guess I should have tapped it for a color of any mana. I don't think that matters at all. Green. Make another blue, why not? Here's a Jeskai Ascendancy. Are we done here? We should be done here. Okay, we're not done here. Make stuff. Make a bunch of mana. This is all the time. I usually make a bunch of freaking mana. White. Let's cast Opt. I should always yield to these. Always yield. Yes. Goodbye. Because we can hit treasure cruise, I'm just going to keep looting. This is the old classic do you loot or not loot problem. We don't need that much more mana, so I'm just not even going to mess with it. In fact, they're just dead. Bottom. Unbridled Growth. I'm going to cast one more spell for good measure, because it makes me feel good inside. We can obviously pump them at instant speed too. Put on that one. Auto yield to this. I guess I shouldn't auto yield. Stop yielding. Discard one of these. Yes. Treasure cruise. Alright. There we go. We're just gonna go to kill them. See what's on. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. We are popping off on our opponent. And I'm like trying to be very careful not to like screw this up because I'm pretty sure I messed it up game one. And I am looking to make good content, not bad content. So I'd like to not screw it up. Alright, please die to this. Behind like 8 minutes? Yeah, whatever. We went a little overboard. Play around a bounce spell. Still deals like 24 or whatever. Alright, murked them. Heavily murked. We didn't see any graveyard hate. I mean, we didn't see much of anything. We mostly just killed their thing in the ice. They died. Nice basics. Thanks, Ace. I actually like the new basics a lot. A lot of people hate on them because they look like Pokemon energy, but I don't know. That art looks really good to me. Just like kind of very like mystical, starry sky thing that really fits the Theros Gods theme. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Any changes we want to make? I don't really think so. Like I said, I'm still terrified of graveyard hates, so I'm only going to leave one Underworld Breach in my deck, but I think we're okay. If they like play some kind of like Lost Legacy type effect, which for some reason there's like 3 or 4 of that kind of effect in Pioneer. There's like Slaughter Games, Lost Legacy, and Unmoored Ego. Like, if they play one of those on me, then I don't know, I'm probably in a little bit of trouble, but otherwise. Dude, there's multiple times I would grab a forest still. Like, even with this Aether Hub, I still have more green spells. Like, I get the logic behind not having a forest, but I feel kind of dumb for not having a forest. Well, now nothing matters. Do I want to opt? I don't know that I do. I already have the Ascendancy. I'm just looking for Sylvan Awakening. Oh, no, never mind. I have the Awakening. I'm just dumb. I guess I just want to chill. Casting the opt does let me cruise faster, but I think the Commune's already going to do that because you put the cards in the graveyard. So I'm just going to look to hold this opt so that there's a turn 4 where I can go like bam, bam. No, basics are nice, but I'm still all in on beta, like the beta male I am. That's gas. You should have taken the Ascendancy every game? What the heck? Stop. Make one of these. What does this grab? Creatures or enchantments? Wouldn't mind a Caryatid. Commune. Oh, a Caryatid or a 1-mana cantrip? I think it has to be Caryatid. This is actually kind of tough, I think. It might just be Caryatid, but I need to think about how these games play out. Like, they're not going to flip thing next turn. So we're not going to, like, jam or anything next turn. We're just going to wait for them to try to kill me. So I'm going to play Caryatid probably next turn and try to incentivize them to flip so that I can resolve my Jeskai Ascendancy. So in that case, the Caryatid is good. But the Unbridled Growth is really good with these obnoxious Aether Hubs. I'm taking the Caryatid. We're a little mana hungry this game. The main thing people dislike about the new art is more of there's only one type. What? There's only one art, each type, etc. What does that mean? I guess the main thing people dislike about the new art is more of there's only one art. Is there not like regular basics? That's the only basic art in the set? I actually don't know. I obviously haven't cracked packs of the new set, so I guess that's not obvious. Well, I haven't. So I don't actually know. They're obviously holding up like Izzet Charm here, right? Like this is the most obvious Izzet Charm in like your entire life. So I'm chilling. I'm not looking to be dumb. Yeah, they got ops. And like they're literally missing land drops, right? Like they're just trying to hold up counter spells, which aren't very good with Thing in the Ice. And a Wild Slash me, they just have 2 ops. That's very lucky. Well, I am trying to incentivize the flip, and I think we're going to get it here. We are not. We're not going to get it here. Well, I would like a land. Izzet Charm? Huh. I kind of want to just pass. Sylvan Awakening. I need to get this stupid Ascendancy in play. But I'm missing the land for it. And I don't want to opt for it. I need more turns. I don't want to let them cash out their reactive spells. Like, they've been through 3 ops. I don't know how many more cheap spells they're going to have. But I don't, yeah, this is what I was kind of hoping for. I don't want to let them cash out their reactive spells to flip their thing earlier when I just need to hit a land drop to kind of make some real stuff happen. And I don't really want to cast this opt either. I don't think I'm going to be using this reactively, so I think I'm going to cash this out. Blue. Red. Draw 2, discard 2. And there's like the random upside if we hit Fry where we're just like, great. Wow. I'm going to discard an Ascendancy and a Sylvan Awakening because we have 2 Caryatids. Green. Play another carrot. And we're just going to pass. This is a situation, though, where if they flip their thing, we are going to cast this opt to try to hit a 4th land so I can redeploy both Caryatids immediately. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna go for the flip this turn. They discarded a Phoenix. Nothing? What? What is happening? I'm going to cast this opt. I want a land, please. That is not a land. Treasure Cruise. So if they counter a spell of mine, all their ish flips. You need to get a Jeskai Ascendancy through. I don't know. If they have Izzet Charm, we're okay. If they don't, we're not okay. I don't know what to do. Like, if they have Dispute, we're in a little bit of trouble. Kind of want to just Treasure Cruise first, which feels weird. Huh. Treasure Cruise. And just kind of see how things pan out to... Oh, I need to actually be more careful. I think I'm going to leave... one Awakening in the yard. Six, 7. Blue. Alright, let's Treasure Cruise. We did hit a land, and we hit a Dispute. 8 cards. Unbridled Growth. Let's get this into play. Blue, white, red. We can cast an Ascendancy now, and if it, like, Miracle works, we get to, like, immediately start popping off. I don't think it will, which is part of why I did this. Izzet Charm. Blue, Dispute, the Izzet Charm. I'm going to fight over the Izzet Charm, try to get them to use a Dispute, because I really want to be able to untap with this Ascendancy so that we can go for it with the Sylvan Awakening. Alright, yep. Alright, we're doing okay. Jacob, you think they had Dispute? I mean, I kind of did too, for what it's worth. I kind of wonder if I'm supposed to just put the Caryatids back in play. What do you got? 6 minutes left to win? Oh, no. Okay. What do we think they have? Anything? What is happening? Draw 2, discard 1. Oh, no, this just draws 2. That makes me think they don't have anything. That looks to me like what someone would do if they didn't have anything. This gives haste, right? There's still lands. Cool. Opt. It's a little scary because I kind of want to just jam, but at the same time, I don't really know what the downsides are of just jamming Caryatids. I think that's what I'm incentivized to do. Although they hit me for 14, all they have to do is flip their stuff next turn. Ugh. Green. We're going to attune and try to hit a land naturally. That doesn't do anything, but we can hit a dispute. Huh. Alright. Yes, would like to loot, please. Alright. The natural land, I don't think actually does anything for me. Huh. Island. Can we win just playing 2 Caryatids and passing? Like, do we think they have 3 spells that they can play next turn? I mean, they have to have 3. But we almost certainly win if we get another turn. I don't think they have anything. I'm jamming. Green, another. You don't have anything. Come get some. Draw a card. Discard a Caryatid. What you got? Nothing? You got nothing? I can win if you got nothing. Opt. Yes. As long as I don't time out. Okay. Okay. We got 4 minutes. Put on top. Blue, blue. Actually, I should green. Green, blue, red. Another. Let's cast Fry, targeting this. Always. I'm just gonna make my mana first, so I can just like always yield to both of these. Yep. Goodbye. We need to cast like 2 more spells in 4 minutes. We can play this out if you want. I think you're dead, friend. I think you're done now. Blue, white, generic, generic. I didn't make red. I'm so stupid. Whatever. Charge Cruise. Huh. Charge Cruise. Yep. Goodbye. 8 p.m. I take so many game actions so quickly. Red, blue. Blue. Here's this. Yep. Sure. And then I'll probably cast like one more spell. I got 3 minutes. It's literally my leisure. Alright, they didn't want to keep playing. I can't imagine why. Gotta love the opponents that keep playing despite anything. Well, we got it. I can't believe... I'm kind of shocked they didn't have anything, to be honest with you. Like, when they cast Charter Course, I thought there was a chance they didn't have anything, like, there, because that looked like a desperation Charter Course. Like, please help me find action. But, I mean, I don't know. When they didn't, like... I guess there's no real way to tell, but, like, just the way they were posturing and, like... I kind of thought they had something. But the posturing via, of course, steps, since I can't actually see my opponent. I thought it was fairly likely in 2 cards they hit something that meaningfully interacts, be it, like, Brazen Borrower or just, like, a mopey counterspell, because they play a pile of disputes and charms. Like, I thought it was fairly likely they had something, but... I don't think we were winning that game if we let them untap again, so I'm glad we jammed. I'm glad it worked out. We're great. Everything's great. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Thanks for the feedback on the perf deck. Oh, you're welcome. So I'm a little late. They're low on counters. They should have tried to flip sooner. When? Try to flip the first thing? Is that what you're talking about, Ace? Because they weren't low on counters that turn, right? Because we got Izzet Charmed. Like, the Izzet Charmed my thing. So, like, they didn't even know that they were going to be out of counters going into that turn. Is that right? I think that might be right. One thing's for sure, though, I need to figure out how to play this deck faster. Like, the thing is, it's hard to find the balance between playing quickly and, like, not screwing stuff up. Because a lot of the micro decisions matter a lot. Like, tapping for the right colors, like, not giving your opponent outs that they should otherwise have had. Like, it's definitely something I feel like I screwed up in game 1 and then, like, had to spend a lot of games 2 and 3, like, not effing up to try to recoup from. So this has good mana, a Fiery Impulse, and like some mopey cantrips that I don't really want to use. I don't like this hand very much. I feel incentivized to mulligan this hand. We have Piece B, but Piece B is the more common one. People are big good luck have funners today. Normally people don't post in the chat that much. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. This hand just like looks attractive because you can like turn 1, play this, and you have good mana, but like you're just not accomplishing anything if this impulse is dead. I'm mulliganing. This hand looks a little better to me. Like we have 2 Piece Bs. Like our mana is still good. I can bottom this impulse because I don't know if it's good or not. Like we're in the dark, and yeah, I feel like this mana is okay. Like we have the same line where we get to like make the mana perfect by using this to Unbridled Growth. Yeah, this is alright. We're doing it. We're doing it. Sacred Foundry. Shock. Burn creature. Oh, I don't know if our deck can beat Eidolon of the Great Revel. Well, it can. I just bottomed the Fire Impulse that we need to beat Eidolon of the Great Revel, so take that for what it is. Green. At least I know I have safe blocks with this Caryatid a lot of the time. They can't bolt my Caryatid. That's nice. Although we are taking this point of damage. I'm not going to let them like double one, like Wild Slash me or whatever to kill my Caryatid. That's just could be disaster. Right. Good conversation. Well, I mean, we don't actually need to cast that many spells to pop off. Here's a Jeskai Ascendancy. Okay. Like, we're going to have 4 lands the turn we Aether, like the turn we go for it. And, like, we're not at that low of a life total, so unless they spend this turn playing, like, a second one would probably beat the crap out of us. But we might actually be able to just combo off in spite of all this. Alright, punish me for this block. Anthem your stuff, make me look dumb. Nope, I'm at 15. Okay. Spectacle Bolt. Oh, Spectacle Light Up the Stage. Light Up the Stage plus Eidolon. That's good deck building. Our opponent's lower than we are. No second Eidolon? Searing Blood. That doesn't do anything. Not casting any spells. So I'm going to assume they have 4 damage. So I think we can take up to 11. Alright, so we need to get a few spells off. How many can we cast? We can cast 6-ish? 6 apostrophe. And we only need to cast like 3. Because these are indestructible, right? Here. It's not the color I wanted. Green. Green. Oh my god, please stop tapping the island. Green, red. Alright, yep, here we go. Oh, I guess I should put this on the stack. I kind of want to crack this to draw a card. Because I think I want something else to loot away than the opt. So, probably should use that land. Oops. A Treasure Cruise is a good one. Oh, it's yield. Yes, please. Commune. Okay, let's go to opt. Alright. So, we got 8 power. We just need to take a few, huh? Okay, blue, 1 green. Let's commune using that. Right. If we miss, it's not the end of the world. We got a Treasure Cruise. Fiery Impulse. Nope. Top 5. Take anything. Sure. Oh, this is 12. So we need at least one more spell. I would like to pick up an instant here so that I don't get blown out. Because I don't want to cast another spell. We've, of course, dumped 2 impulses doing this. Sure, we'll get rid of the Attune, play the blue. Oh, crap. Well, glad I held all my stuff, because I forgot to tap my stuff. Yep. Okay. So, like I said, assuming they have a 4 damage spell, I think they have a Boros Charm here. This is kind of gas. What's up, RNG Specialist? What's up, homie? What could they have to kill us if we cast one more? Not much. Dude, this is gas. We just comboed off on top of an Eidolon. Taste it, burn. Dude, Sylvan Awakening's nice. I like this. I am into this, chat. I'm into this. Alright, removal spells. Do we want Natural State? Like, it's very possible they're a Rest in Peace deck, and Natural State gets Eidolon. And they could also have Deafening Silence. I don't really know what their sideboard hate is. I think I'm going to bring this in the blind. I think I'm going to bring this in. I think I might also bring this in, because giving my, like, what's it called? My Sylvan Awakening's lifelink is kind of sick. That's got to be too cute, but the Sweeper might be good anyway. That or, like, Young Pyromancer might be good anyway. I don't know. I don't really think we're trying to, like, grind. We are just trying to combo them out. The impulses are pretty good. Maybe we could just like bring in some braids or whatever. Like cut the, I don't know, charm's fine. All this looks fine to me. Cut like a breach. I don't know what sucks. Like the slow cantrips kind of suck. The Sweeper's really good still. It's like a lot of mana. Like I feel like our primary game plan is to just combo off. And part of like that does involve quick Caryatids, and Clarion's bad with the quick Caryatids. So I'm not super into that. I actually don't think Izzet Charm is very good either. Although it does kill freaking Eidolon. Alright, let's just... What if we just trimmed? Just did something like this. Is this dumb? This doesn't look dumb, so I'm going to do it. When in doubt, trim Cruise. Cruise is the best card in our deck, though. Izzet Charm countering spells and killing Eidolon is good. I agree. I agree. Do not cut Izzet Charm? Oof. Who would cut Izzet Charm? Would Drake cut Izzet Charm? Drake would not cut Izzet Charm. This hand is gas. I had to think about it, but this hand is gas. We got an impulse for early creatures. We got, you know, good mana. Everything's great, actually. This hand's really good. The more I look at it, the better this hand gets. Like, I kept it off the back of, like, this. And then I didn't even see this. Like, I saw this, but just, I don't know. It's all great. Everything's great. Attune with Aether. I think we're grabbing red. Because if they go Eidolon, I probably want to go... What is happening? Oh, they're just, like, bolting me or whatever. I want to be able to go... Kill Eidolon, Unbridled Growth, go. I think. Because we have a 1-mana cantrip for the turn we go off for like a turn 4 kill or whatever. This hand's gas. We might just do it. We might just beat the crap out of this Eidolon deck. I'm kind of into this Jeskai Ascendancy deck. This deck is kind of sweet. Get Forest maybe? See, RNG Specialist, the thing about that is, if you'll take a look at this excellent deck building, there is not a forest. Which, this is like the second time we've wanted a forest. So I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a forest. But, as you can clearly see, there isn't one. Which is solidly, moderately unfortunate. Cruise is the best card in the deck, but if they cast Rest in Peace, that would be rough. I don't know. With Sylvan Awakening, you just make so much mana that casting a Treasure Cruise is like... kind of trivial. Hey, look. They played the thing. Oh, that was a good draw. That was a really good draw. Ugh. Now I kind of want to play Caryatid. Taught me how to play in Caryatid. Because I can just, like, play Caryatid, untap, kill Eidolon, play Ascendancy. That's kind of attractive. That's actually really attractive. This feels kind of dumb. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to shock this basically no matter what. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here. The thing that punishes us the most for this would be them just playing a second Eidolon. But I think a second Eidolon is going to be punishing at every point in the game. So I'm just going to do this. Because I think this still lines me up for a turn 4 kill. Like we can just play our Ascendancy, impulse the Eidolon. The Eidolon's going to deal some amount of damage to them, so we don't have to, like, have an insane go-off to win the game. I'm just kind of into this. It's hashtag MTG Fitness, Tyler Nightingale. Hey, Tyler Nightingale. Nightingale. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. It was a pleasure meeting you at SCGCon. Hope to see more of you on the tour. You were a fantastic time. My opponent is in the tank about what to do. If they attack, I'm snapping off the block. If they have a pump spell, you got me. I don't play many SCGs, but I might stop by every once in a while. That'd be great. That'd be excellent. I thought you were... Aren't you up in the north with the rest of the Canadians? Opponent is in the tank. I am, but I don't like traveling every weekend like they do. Well, I don't know if they like it. I mean, I guess it's a double-edged sword, right? It is fun to travel, but it certainly takes its toll. The Canadians are busted at Magic. That's facts, Jacob. As someone on a team with Matthew Dilks, I am acutely aware of how busted the Canadians are. Which is both a flex and a, like, not flex, I guess, because, like, he's still better than me. At least when he has Amulet in his hands. I don't know. I'm probably better at Dilks at something. Light up the stage. Just take 1 billion damage. You got it, friend. What'd you hit? Land plus exquisite firecraft. That's neat. The post-combat Swift Spear. I got a lot of respect for that. I got a lot of respect for the post-combat Swift Spear. 2 impulses. That's kind of nice. This gives us insurance against the second Eidolon. All right, let's yeet this out of my way. Wait. Wait a minute. It's just completely damage neutral to play the Ascendancy first because I get to block. I get to block this Bomat. So I'm actually supposed to play the Ascendancy first. That's kind of cool. Blue, white, red. We Ascendancy, Fire Impulse this, untap this guy, and then we have the other Impulse up. I'm into this. Jeskai Ascendancy. Red. Yeet that guy. Yeah, I would like to loot, please. Don't think I need the 4th land. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the land. Alright. I mean, we could just, like, start trying to pop off, or we could just, like, block and, like, opt or whatever, and just go to damage. Be like, alright, you know, go. Like, I'm kind of into that, too. I've taken a lot of damage, but, like, I just don't think they're going to beat me on turn 4. Like, unless they rip me or something. We can actually block the Swift Spear, and if they try to, like, pump their Swift Spear above my Caryatid, we can just, like, opt. Just be like, alright, cool, thanks for sharing. Opt, Fire Impulse your thing. Good game. Easy clap. But, I mean, I'm still going to play pretty conservatively with this Impulse, I think. Because we are getting to the point where I don't think we're going to be able to combo over the top of an Eidolon again. Okay, I thought this deck was going to have a really hard time with Eidolon, and we've just, like, very gracefully handled Eidolon both games. Alright. Block the Swift Spear. Try to take minimum damage. Shock me. Okay. Skull crack me. Blue. Let's opt. Don't think we need an extra one of those. That's got to be terrifying if we loot and discard a Sylvan Awakening. It's like, well, you know what's happening here. I'll top that. Look how sweet that is. We just get to, like, pump our thing up. Yeah, I'll take one more, go to 5. There's no one mana thing you can play that deals 5 to me, so this is just game. Green. Blue. Here is a... Green. Green. Sylvan Awakening. Okay. Yup. Loot that away. Alright, animate all my stuff. Blue. Blue. Strategic planning. Yup. Goodbye. Charge cruise. Ding. And that's game. That'll be all she wrote. Treasure cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever. I'm over it. We'll just overpay for it. Everything's fine. Yup. Goodbye. Draw 3. Treasure cruise again. What are they at? This is 12. This is more than enough. Just, like, make decisions at random territory. Unbridled Growth on this one. Alright, they figured it out. They are dead. Wow. Alright, this deck's been really powerful so far. When I first played it, it was not this clean. We found it. Yep, this game is over. It was a game before. Yeah, exactly. Dux is very intimidating, man. You already finished Lotus? Blitz, I have not even started Lotus. This deck takes forever. I'm slow. When are we getting to do Titanship with Dryad? Man-thong? Not a poke. I think I'm going to wait and see what the Amulet guys discover as far as that goes. Like, I don't have any modern events coming up, so I'm going to let, like, the dust settle a little bit before I take my own take on Titanship, but it'll be coming up soon. Yeah, the deck is gas. I'm going to take a quick minute to go use the restroom, and then I will get back to it, and we'll play the next 3 matches. This deck's been pretty sweet. Back to it. Apologize for the delay. First thing you do, drink more fluid. Make sure you drink enough water, chat. It's important to stay hydrated. All right. 2-0 beats the old Phoenix and some burn strategies. Any combo deck that's good against burn. I'm scarred from the modern matchups where just like burn is a horrible matchup for Storm. But this deck handles Eidolon really, really gracefully, and I am into that. Geobot, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Are you actually a bot? I guess not that I'm complaining. Just, you know, follower's a follower. Just looking to see if you're a bot. Drakey Poo. What's up, Bloody L? Bloody L. What do I think of this hand? This hand kind of depresses me. You can find a third land. Like, we have the combo, and we can find a third land with this strategic planning, and they do feel this Treasure Cruise. This has a lot. This hand looks really attractive, but I think it might be worse than it initially looks. Just because Aether Hub, like, we're really seeing how bad Aether Hub can be. Like, we're relying a lot on our strategic planning and 2 draw steps to find us a real land that casts our spells. I'll keep it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It'll do well enough. And if we miss, then I'm just the least lucky person in the universe, and there was no skill to this game whatsoever. I don't make the rules. Mana Confluence. I can see my opponent is doing something fair as well. Attune with Aether. We are in an Attune with Aether mirror. Did not expect that one. Played a lot of leagues of Pioneer recently. Very few opponents have been casting Attune with Aether. Grabbing Swamp. Okay. That was a sick pickup. Because that means we get to hold the white to cast Ascendancy on 3. So we could actually just be lining up for a turn 4 kill here, which is disgusting. That is among the best possible cards to draw. As you can see, every decision I made was correct, and I'm very good at Magic. I think land 4 is more important than anything else here. It is a little awkward because we need a 1-mana spell, but none of those options were a 1-mana spell, so it'd be like that sometimes. We do need a any 1-mana spell to go off on turn 3. White, huh? Or I'm sorry, on turn 4. That counts as a 1 mana spell, and just like that, we're popping off. Red, blue, white, please resolve. And it did. Easy clap. So if they spend their turn playing theirs, if we're in a mirror, then we actually just probably win. In fact, I think we do. Though the fact that they have all this mana up and aren't doing anything kind of spooks me. What plays Mana Confluence and Aether Hub but doesn't cast anything? Should I be concerned? Am I gonna die? What happened here? Like, is there any... Like, we can go out on turn 4. Is there any pressure to? Like, we can hit land drops. That's attractive. I think I'm going to spend one more turn dirtling around and then go for it, like, next turn when I can play around Izzet Charm. I just don't really know what my opponent's doing, and I'm a little spooked, and I would like to see more. Anybody have any thoughts on what my opponent could be doing? Cast this Attune with Aether. Go for it? I'm not going for it. I'm sorry to disappoint. It's not happening. Treasure Cruise. Don't think we need 2. Although I don't think we need 2 lands either, but here we are. Made my decisions. Island. Alright. I'm going to cast the Strategic Planning as well. Actually currently planning to discard a land. Never mind. Discarding Sylvan Awakening. Fiery Impulse. Impulse is a good one in case there's like some kind of shenanigans where they like start to try to combo off or something. I bet this turn looked really weird from the perspective of my opponent. I was actually looking for an Izzet Charm, but I don't know what my opponent's doing, so I'm just going to try to figure it out. Teferi, Time Raveler. Okay. Okay. What is happening here? We have 2 Ascendancies? Sure. White, blue, red. Here's an Ascendancy. I'm gonna cast a Treasure Cruise. I still have 2 1-mana spells left that allow me to untap my stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have too much mana. Cancel. Oh, jeez. Why you do this to me? I want to leave some cards in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spin 2 blue. We will loot. I think we're going to discard the Fire Impulse, though, because I just don't think it has text. It's odd. I guess they drew Teferi for that turn. Hi, man. Why do you play Cruise over Dig? Because it's 1 mana. So if you're going off with just a single, like, Caryatid, trying to, like, find a Sylvan, like, Awakening, like, a time where that would happen is if you have 2 lands and a Caryatid and you're just casting 1 mana spells. Like, it's just very important that it's 1 mana. Like, if you look here, just, like, going off turn 4 requires playing this on 3 with all your lands, playing turn 4 Sylvan Awakening, and then you need a 1 mana spell with your 4 lands because you only have 1 left untapped to untap all your lands. So, just being a 1 mana spell in this deck is just so important. I wonder what my opponent's in the tank. Probably Niv. Yeah, this mana base looks so weird for Niv, though. And, like, if they ever Niv, they just die, so I just don't see a reason why I should be worried. And I don't think Niv actually plays counter spells either. Yes, I'd like to draw a card. Opt. It's pretty good. Alright, yeah, we'll discard Impulse. We've been through, what, 2 Awakenings? So if somehow our Awakening gets countered, like, we're still okay for the moment. And we also been through 1 Underworld, which counts as another Awakening in this case. They play Sideboard, Dovin's Veto, maybe. Yeah, well, they play a fair number of counters with their Sideboard, if I remember correctly. Like, I think they play Rip for sure. At least the builds I've seen play Rip. And they play Disputes, which is one of the best cards against this deck, I think. All right, cool. We drill in. Go. Yeah, I just don't really understand what's happening here. Tapped 5th land. Okay, that makes me think they are Niv, so I'm just probably going to jam next turn. Never mind, they're casting stuff. They have a Replicate. That's fine. Alright, I'm just probably going to play 2 of them then. Shock. White, blue, red. Use Jeskai Ascendancy. Blue, red, white. Here's Jeskai Ascendancy. Funnily enough, I think this land actually does matter. I'm discarding the strategic planning. It matters more than another random spell, that's for sure. Alright. Like, they could... I don't think there's a Destroy All enchantment, so having 2 enchantments is probably good enough. But I definitely got punished for not going for it. Bring the light for X is 4. X is 4. Alright, what you got? I don't think there's something that blows up 2 enchantments well for 4 mana, but I could just be flat wrong. Let's see. Unmoored Ego is really bad for us. Oh, you're right, it is. Well, they got an Eye to Bottom instead of an Unmoored Ego, so that's lucky. Yeah, no, I definitely threw this one away by not going for it. I should have put them on Niv faster, probably. I just, like, didn't know what flavor of combo deck they were, and they were just, like, holding up all their mana. Like, if they had that Abrupt Decay that one turn, like, I'm in a lot of trouble. They obviously didn't, given the fact they deferred the first Jeskai Ascendancy. Yeah, I mean, nothing matters, right? 1, red, green. Here's a Sylvan Awakening. Okay. Yep, I'd like to loot, please. Goodbye. Animate all my lands. Blue, green, blue. Unbridled Growth on this. Always yield to this, always yield to this. Yes, please. Goodbye this. Mana comes into play. There's a train. They don't want to keep playing. Smart. Actually, they might just be dead. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15. No, they're one shorter from dead. Come on. I needed to have another spell. What are you doing? So yeah, they have Unmoored Egos in their deck, huh? That makes me want the old Dispute. I think they're very likely to cut Sweepers too, so we can bring in some number of the Young Pyromancers because they're a Rip Ego deck. And so I think we want to just try to dodge Rip instead of trying to blow it up because they have Egos too. So we're going to cut like a Cruise, 2 Breaches, really shave down on the stuff that fills the graveyard. Maybe like a Strategic Planning or whatever, and like maybe a Sylvan Awakening because the card gets a lot worse. If we just have Pyromancer popping off, then like we just don't need it as much. I think we're gonna do something like this. There's an argument to cutting some number of Caryatids, I think, but we're getting a little more reactive. Big Monkey, Drake, I found you. Mystic Repeal, Natural State are 1-mana enchantment removal tech cards in the format. Yeah, Mystic Repeal was just printed, right, Tenacious? Oh, wait, there's Fire Impulses in my deck. Holy cow. Those need to get out of my deck. I'm so stupid. I'm just, like, cutting over here, like, pretty reasonable cards. Alright, yeah, let's fix that. Oh, wait, Commune grabs creatures. I should definitely have that in my deck to find my Young Pyromancers, too. Doing it. We are figuring it out. Don't think I want the Underworld Breaches still. I think if it's between like this stuff and maybe like a natural state, maybe bring in the natural state. Click 5. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. What if I click 4 times? Yeah, Fire Impulse doesn't seem great. I agree, Jacob. Yeah, I didn't even notice them because I'm used to like everything else being a cantrip. I'm tempted to just put the crews back in my deck, but they are rip decks, so I'll take the planning, I guess. It could take a Fry. I think that kind of sucks. It could take a natural state. I think that's kind of reasonable. But like I said, we're trying to keep our deck pretty lean. Maybe a Sylvan Awakening for a Treasure Cruise makes sense. But Sylvan Awakening can kind of be like a bad Fireball. If you just like animate your lands and attack or whatever. Erdl, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Repeal's a new one mana spell from Theros. Yeah. I'm pretty into that. It not hitting like Graftear's Cage is kind of a problem, but like it is an interesting one. This hand kind of sucks, right? Like, this hand is cold to a Rest in Peace. We boarded... So, this is the thing, right? Like, we sideboarded in such a way that we're trying to sidestep Rest in Peace a little bit. This hand looks really attractive, except that it just dies to Rest in Peace, which is counteracting what our sideboard plan was. So, I'm just going to mulligan. This hand, on the other hand, does not die on the spot to Rest in Peace. So, we're going to keep it. If we find a Jeskai Ascendancy, we can kind of pop off with this Young Pyromancer, so I think I'm just going to bottom, like... if we hit a second land, all this is good. I think I'm going to bottom the Izzet Charm. It's close, but I think it's the worst card in this hand. Don't seize you. Okay. We are going to shock on 1 if we don't draw a land. Try to Mystical Dispute. Caryatid. Oh no. Yeah, we're going to try to play around them having turn 2 Thought Erasure. If we can hit our land drops in stride, like, I get very rewarded for playing this way. And it also kind of just looks like I have an opt, so they're more likely to still just jam. They don't have anything. That's a tilt. Well, punished for not playing Unbridled Growth. Thought it was fairly likely they had Thought Erasure on 2. Because their version seems to be heavier on black, given that they attuned for Swamp last game. And they led on Blooming Marsh here. So I imagine there's more black spells. And the best 2-color black spell for Niv is, well, one of the best is Thought Erasure. Especially in this matchup. So I thought I was going to get Thought Erasure. I was trying to hold it up. Natural Shade against black deck is Monka S. I mean, I feel like our matchup against the black deck's at least okay, though, right? Hey, so I'm playing a Modern Training on Saturday. My meta is Burn, Underworld Prowess, Dredge, and Grixis Death Shadow. What deck would you recommend? Thoughts? Is Burn, Mono Red, Dredge, and Grixis Death Shadow? This sounds like... What beats up on the Prowess deck? Like Jund? Jund beats up on the Prowess deck, but it's kind of medium against Burn. Maybe Blue-White controls okay. But they're a little weak to Dredge and probably Mono Red Prowess. I feel like you could build a version of like the Blue-White Stoneblade deck that's actually pretty good in that meta. Just like play a bunch of like 1-mana removal spells and stuff. Oh, I guess it is my turn, huh? Probably shouldn't be burning my clock. That is an interesting metagame. That's an interesting metagame breakdown. Look at that. Look at that. It's all talent, chat. Drake, you're speaking to me on a spiritual level tonight, Bay. Got you taken care of. I don't know. Let's think. What's really good against Dredge, Burn, like just red decks in general? I just want something with proc red. Give me some core Firewalkers. Alright, there you go. Play blue-white control, but put like core Firewalkers in your deck. Just like murk them. Because blue-white control murks the Grixis Death Shadow deck. Maybe you can play like a mid-range version so you're better against Dredge. Unborn ego, you. Oh, it's just Ashiok? Okay, I don't care at all about that card. What the heck? I have nothing that searches. What does this do? Okay. You got me. Oh, I do. I have Attune with Aethers. Wow. That's annoying. Joke's on you, nerd. I don't have an Attune with Aether in hand. I have an Opt, though. Red, blue. Here's a Pyromancer. Go. Hopefully you boarded out your supreme verdict, or I'm in a little bit of trouble. What is this? Oh, if it's Abrupt Decay, I'm big sad. No! Alright, fine. Opt. Yeah, I'll take another land. We're gonna try to, like, cast this Treasure Cruise the hard way. It's not easy to do. We got a 1-1. We got a beater. Beats down. Hitman 299. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Main board core Firewalker. I don't know about all that. Alright. Strategic planning. That's a pretty good one for setting up for the Treasure Cruise turn. But we might deck ourselves with the stupid Ashiok. Thankfully, this like one counter off it actually does matter kind of a lot. Tasted Ashiok. This is kind of mopey graveyard hate. I don't know that they should have boarded this card in. I mean, it does look okay here, though, I suppose. Yeah, let's play the carrot. We're going to hold our other carrot up and play this land tapped. Plan to dispute stuff. If they activate Ashiok again, we get to kill it, which is gas. They have 4 mana available to them. It's kind of weird to me they're just like milling me. What is this? Xenagod? Okay. This is like the clock, I suppose. Sure. Just don't activate Ashiok. Okay. A little weird. So we strategic planning. That costs 2 mana. We have 4 backed up after that. This puts 3 cards in the yard. I think we're short. We have 6 mana. This costs 8. This puts us to 4 mana and only puts 3 cards in the yard. So it only rituals us by 1 card. But if we hit another planning, we get there. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just hold it all. Green. We'll put the growth on this. That'll let us just like do stuff. Not really worried about the Xenagod or the Xenagos. Because Xenagod's the other guy. Caryatid. Okay. They might activate Ashiok one more time. Okay. Bunch of 2/2s. Yeah, they did. Thank goodness I did not want to draw into those cards. 36 left in the deck. We have both of these checked. I mean, we don't need that much to go our way. ViralDrake, I'm really considering humans, Gift Storm, and maybe the right build of humans. Humans isn't that good against the prowess deck, right? Because they can just lava dart all your stuff. Yeah, I'll sack this to draw. Young Pyromancer? Does that just change everything? I think so. 1 and a red. Here's a Young Pyromancer. I think this just changes everything. Because, like, now we start going wide. Hope they don't have more removal spells. That would be really frustrating. But, like, our little strategic planning pop-off, like, can happen next turn. No. And we get to hold up Opt plus Dispute on instep. I don't think they're going to pop off this Ashiok, but, like, still. Carrot's fine. You can make 5 mana with Xenagos Uptick. Yep. It's any combination of red and green, right? Yeah, okay. 4 mana, 5, 6, 7 mana. Does not cast the tutor. 5 mana. What is this? Bring to light for 3. I'm good. Always yield. It's kind of insane with like 4 creatures in play that like they couldn't ritual. 7. Put any creature or land from them onto the battlefield. Which like, doesn't do anything. Alright, I don't care about what's in exile anymore. Opt. 34 cards left in library. Make a Pyromancer token. Don't really want the red source that badly. Put on the bottom. Don't mind if I do make another token. Attune with Aether. Bottom that, we'll find more of those. Just looking for the Jeskai Ascendancies and the Sylvan Awakenings. Mostly just the Ascendancies. Like, we can pop off if we just find an Ascendancy. They have no energy. That's kind of sick. Green. Another. I think tapping that's dumb. Green. I'm going to commune. This goes the deepest to find a Jeskai Ascendancy. Find me a Jeskai Ascendancy. We missed. Alright, 26 cards left. Bunch of tokens. Probably need to slam these tokens at Ashiok now. Which kind of sucks. I don't know. Let's just Treasure Cruise. I think I get one more shot at it, depending on if I hit like a 1 mana spell and stuff, so I'm just going to try all that. 6, 7, blue. Make a token. Sylvan Awakening. Another Young Pyromancer. Okay. Well, let's just attack the Ashiok so we don't get decked. Attack all at Ashiok. Not this. Alright. They get to kill 2 of our tokens, but we're going to pop off on tokens pretty well, so I'm not super worried about it. Saintelmo? Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Alright. Their mana is actually kind of awkward. Because I'm not sure... No, they can't with Xenagod Plus. They can still put a dude into play. Should put the extra Pyromancer in play. We'll set up for a really good turn where if they, like, ever attack me, I can just, like, go around them with this Sylvan Awakening. Like I said, we're also just, like, setting up to pop off for an Ascendancy kill, so... We're in good shape. I mean, that Ashiok was annoying, but not that good. They hit no Ascendancies off of all of their Ashiok mills, so... There's literally 4 Ascendancies in our bottom 23 cards. I hope they don't have a Wrath here. I'll be big sad if we get Wrathed. Not that we just die, like, we're still actually in okay shape if we get Wrathed, but it's not insane. Okay, Niv Mizzet's pretty fine for us. Alright, what are the 10 cards? Yeet, Servant doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. They have a Drown in the lock. That's gross. They have 2 Drown in the locks. No, they only get 1. A Drown and a Bring to Light. They cannot cast Drown in the lock currently, which means this is probably our spot. If they can't cast Drown in the lock, this is where we have to do it. You got it, man. Big fan. Yeah, well, thanks, Saint. That means a lot. Appreciate it. Mono red being pretty round. They can just kill the stuff humans have. Yeah, I don't love humans in that metagame you described. You gonna bring to light again for something? You can bring to light for 3. What do you have for 3? Unmoored Ego? Unmoored Ego is annoying. Yeah, I think this is an Ego. I didn't think about them doing this. But Ego's not even the end of the world, right? Because, like, we can still set up to just, like, attack around this Niv Mizzet. Granted, we are running low on cards, but we can set up to just attack around. If you 5-0, you should skip the League with Lotus and run this back. Jacob, I'm probably not going to do that. You got to explore other things. Drown in the lock. What? You're just going to kill a Young Pyromancer? Okay. That seems a little weird to me, but you do you, fam. Go off, king. Green, blue. Let's strategic planning. Yeah, let's strategic planning. Find a Jeskai Ascendancy. We found a Jeskai Ascendancy. Shock. We have 6 mana. We have to loot into something that matters. Is that right? I have to loot into something that's 2 mana or less. I don't even know if that's true. Alright, whatever. Blue, white, red. Here's an Ascendancy. I'm just going to kind of Hail Mary it. I don't think they have anything. I don't think the spot's getting much better. So, and then we like, even if we miss, we get to Anthem all these clowns and just go with their face. It's like not even the end of the world. Just like value attacking or whatever. Whereas if we do hit on a 2 mana spell, I don't know how many hits are left in the deck. I'm not doing the math. But we get 1 loot at it, so should be fun. Yeah, we get to hit him for like, we get to try to attack for 12. It's not going to super go our way, but 1 green. Can't help but wonder what this game would have looked like if they had attacked, like had they been plussing this whole time. All right, 1 good loot, please. That's a hell of a loot. Alright, untap my lands. Green. Unbridled Growth on just about anything. I think one of these blue-green lands is redundant, so I guess we loot. I think you always loot, right? Oh, they just concede. This might be lethal. I did not even come close to doing the math. But this might be lethal without anything. Got him! Look at that. 2-0'd him. Took me forever to figure out what to do, but we 2-0'd him. Maybe got a little lucky there at the end. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Wow. That was nuts. But really sweet. 3-0. 3-0. Deck's busted. Lost 1 game so far. This deck feels so much more clean than when I played it the first time. I don't know why. I think the strategic plannings do a lot, maybe, to glue it all together. Because, like, I tried to go on a Commune heavy build at one point, and they just whiffed too often, like we saw in that game, actually. But This build seems to do okay with just going real deep to find the Jeskai Ascendancies. I mean, I've also been pretty lucky in drawing them like an opening hand multiple times and stuff, but like, I don't know. This deck seems really, really good. Yeah, Jeskai Ascendancy. I don't know. We literally have the person named Jeskai Ascendancy in my chat for playing Jeskai Ascendancy. Come on, come play with me. I didn't want to play this, but now I have to. You have no choice. This deck's looked good. We're playing against the refrigerator. I don't know how we beat a fridge. Anybody have tips on beating a refrigerator? An Elvish Mystic. You got it. Shock. Yes. Attune. We need to grab anything that lets us cast our Ascendancy on 3. With this carrot. We might be a little slow on the draw, though. We might just get, like, Steel Leaf Championed or whatever and just out of this game. Gilded Gooser. Yeah, they're just making 1 billion mana. Barkide Trolled. Yeah, sure, dude. Whatever. We could, like, kill a mana creature. No, that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. That's not what we're doing. I'm just gonna hope to not die. If they can turn 5 me, I guess I just die. It'd be like that sometimes. Yep, there's the Viv. Okay, Anthem this guy, make him trampoline and shit. Yup. Okay, don't really have a great option for that. Sylvan Awakening. That's a PogChamp. There's no way to pop off this turn. So we can just tutor. You can like Attune or whatever. Green Attune, go grab the white source, cast the Ascendancy. And then that lets us, if we have to, I don't know. I don't even know what this lets us do. This just like lets us make our land drops, I guess. Alright. Blue, white, red. Here's an Ascendancy. I don't think I did that right. I think I screwed that up. I think I was supposed to cast Ascendancy first, then cast Attune, and it untaps, and like I get to like block if I have to. But if my opponent finds the kill this turn, you got me. We have the kill on their turn, so... Oh, shit. What are they grabbing? A Rexage? They could have Rexage in their sideboard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I guess. I didn't even think about this at all. This is not even close on my radar. Tilt! Get beat for 5. They have access to 3 mana. For Vivian that anthems the team. Let's put lethal in play. This just might. Wow. Look at that. Main deck interaction, chat. And I said they had nothing. This is probably the best possible draw this deck can present against us. Block 8. I mean, we have to strategic planning, right? Huh. I don't really see a path to victory. Take the Temple Garden. So we block, shoot this, take 7, go to 1. We can play Ascendancy. But we can't Unbridled Growth. 5. I think I'm just dead. Alright, sure. We just got like NASCAR'd by the green deck. They just like killed us on turn 5 or whatever. Okay. Don't think there's a ton we can do about that. Wonder if these are good as a moat. Looks like a lot of their stuff had like trample. It just doesn't seem like how I want to interact. Do we think they have ley lines? I don't think they do. I think I just kind of want to board in Abrades. And then like if they have cage, we blow it up. If they have any creatures, we blow it up. We hope they don't have enchantments and run it. Maybe a sweeper. Sweeper could be kind of bad. Got like an Underworld Breach. This card is, I mean, I've been boarding it out a lot, but we haven't actually done anything with Underworld Breach yet, which kind of makes me sad. Just cut some bad cantrips, keep our fire impulses, keep everything else. I don't know, I just want to run back the main deck plan, especially on the play where we can just NASCAR them out. Yeah, we got beat up, bloody hell. Breach has been kind of disappointing. It's looked good out of the Lotus Field deck. I watched some of the Lotus Field deck play, and I was pretty impressed. His hand looks kind of bad. I feel incentivized to mulligan this hand, but at the same time, I actually like Izzet Charm a lot in this deck, so I'm going to keep this. This hand might just be one of those good old keep loses, but I think it's okay. Like, Izzet Charm's pretty good at filling the yard for crews. We got, you know, Izzet Charm also doubles as a removal spell for the mana dork, so like we can turn 2 kill their mana dork, and that's like actually like kind of fine. Sets them back a full turn, even though our hand's kind of slow. We like make land drops, cast cantrips, eventually treasure cruise, and hope to pop off at like turn 5 or 6 kind of range. 5 is ideal. I think 6 or 7 is much more in the realistic vein. But like I said, I don't think we're as likely to get beat up by the refrigerator. Bring in Clarion. You never bring in Clarion. Yeah, I don't really know where I want Clarion. I mean, it probably is here. I feel like it's specifically for the Devotion deck. And yet, I still didn't really want to bring it in. Because, like, they had, like, Barkhide Troll and stuff. Like, that stuff doesn't die to Clarion. Like, not consistently. They just, like, pump all their stuff up to where it's bigger than Clarion. Like, Clarion would not have been that good last game. Maybe it would have been okay. If they have Goose, too, I probably should bring it in. I'm definitely going to bring it in on the draw, where I think we're going to be slower. But on the play, I just didn't want to dilute my deck at all. Like, I'm planning on, like, using impulses and stuff to just, like, spot remove my opponent's stuff. So, I don't know. We'll try Clarion if we win this game. If we don't win this game, too bad, too sad. We hate ourselves for maybe not bringing in Clarion. I feel like it'd almost be better as like an Electrickery or something, where I can like use it as a spot removal spell, but if they have like multiple things, we can kill them. Is there Pyroclasm in this format? Like a 2-mana like Good Wrath? Because I'd take one of those. 2-mana, deal 2 to everything. Alright, refrigerator. You're taking about as long as it takes me to dig through my refrigerator to find something to eat. Let's go. Get it together. I guess this lets me catch up on time, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining. But I don't want to stare at this crappy hand I shouldn't have kept for too long. Took the Ryan Overturf method of rather die than mulligan. Big fan. Big fan of the Ryan Overturfs. Good philosophy. Yeah, Breach does not look good in this deck. I kind of wonder if it should be in our deck at all. Like, there's not even that many times where I've been like, God, I just really want to draw a Breach. They mold to 6. Okay. They mold to 5. We take those. Maybe this means they have ley lines if they're mulliganing this aggressively. Well, they didn't leyline me, so play this first so we can play our Botanical Sanctum second to yeet the elf they're about to play. Yep. I mean, on a mold of 5, being able to kill their elf is attractive. Drawing the land is not attractive. Deal 2 damage. Yeet that. Go. Then turn 3, we're going to like probably play a tap land and hold up Izzet Charm for like a Planeswalker, because I think they're going to play a Dork here. A Barkhide Troll. Means hexproof. You got it. This is a lot of lands. Alright, well, now the Izzet Charm draw 2, discard 2 looks pretty good. We're just going to discard 2 lands. Discard like this. Keep the hub around. Unless I have to counter this. What is this? Should I counter this? What are they, like, make a plant anthem or something? They're so low. You think I should counter this? Still fan of Retraction Helix? It's fair enough. 100% counter this. I don't know if it's 100%. I have a lot of lands in my hand. Alright, whatever. I kind of hate countering this high key, but I guess technically lands help me cast Treasure Cruise, so whatever. Maybe we'll cast like a turn 9 Treasure Cruise. Like, we're not under a ton of pressure, and they're kind of low on cards. Sure. Play this tapped. Green. Here's a carrot. Can we cast Cruise next turn? It costs functionally 6. Is that right? Yeah, cast functionally 6. We're 100% getting disputed. Why else would blue be in their deck? You just be like, oh, negate your thing. Oh, wow. That's obnoxious. Wow. Okay, this is not going so good. See, look, this is a 3-4. Like, Clarion would have killed one thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just casting a Treasure Cruise. The old 6-mana Ancestral. It's as busted as advertised. That's a lot of lands. I don't think we're going to win this one, chat. On the bright side, if we ever play a Jeskai Ascendancy, they have to, like, use their, like, big, beefy idiot to, like, kill it. Although, this looks like they're holding up counterspell mana. Like, if they don't have lands, they don't have more dorks. Like, what are they sitting on? 4 drops? Probably not. Green, Commune. Missed. These communes have been horrible. Am I dead on board? I'm not. I cannot tap like this. Strategic planning. Sylvan Awakening. I think I have to take Fiery Impulse just to kill this idiot. It's kind of sad. Alright. Well. You can give it hexproof. We just like block. That kind of sucks. But we get to check it and take 4. Alright, well. We got a lot of mana. Planning. Take another planning. Go. Whew. This hand did not pan out at all. We've just like moved some cards around and drawn a billion lands. Does this just kill me? Put 2 +1/+1, that makes 8. Okay. Counter. Red. So they remove a counter. This goes to 8. This is 6 currently. About to go to 8. Alright, I'm going to try to kill this. It's going to not work because they give it hexproof. We go to 1. And then we can draw Jeskai Ascendancy. Oh no, see, they're going to leave it up. That's so smart. They're so smart. Instead of putting me to 1. Carrot. Nope. Blue, planning. Jeez. That's probably it, unfortunately. Blue, red. Planning. Would mine a Jeskai Ascendancy. Did not find one. Take the Sylvan Awakening. Green. Is this. One, two, three. Nowhere close to 10 lands. Go. Well, we have to block with at least a Caryatid next turn. And now, like, with 27 cards left in our deck, not seeing a Jeskai Ascendancy, we have to, like, hit like Underworld Breach into the nuts or something like that. We just have to hit something crazy good. Underworld Breach, Treasure Cruise, into Jeskai Ascendancy, into like a 1-mana thing. Are we just dead? What do you have? We have 2 O3s. Walking Ballista. Okay. What? Could you have just killed me there? So if we block with 1, we take 3, go to 1. If they have a land. So they have Ballista. Is their other card a land? I don't think so. You don't have it. Not sure we could beat it if you do have it, so whatever. Take 3, go to 1. If you have land, you can land Ballista me, and I die. Did you have it? It's tapped. Gas. Alright, we gotta draw a sicko one. Maybe I didn't need to draw a sicko one, because I could have like used these Sylvan Awakenings to like kill this and block. Maybe I should have just double blocked. I have regrets having drawn the second Sylvan Awakening now. Alright. I didn't really think about it. I didn't really think about like the chance of drawing a second Sylvan Awakening. I was kind of just Hail Marrying into this turn. Drawing the second one, I immediately regretted. Well, I don't know if that matchup's as bad as that was advertised. Like, they did mull to 5 and just kind of ran me over. But I think game 1 is supposed to be really good for us. But they had access to their sideboard with Vivian, which was kind of disgusting. Their deck was kind of slow. And then there in game 2, we just, like, spun our wheels and died. Now, granted, I did keep a land-heavy hand. But at the same time, like, I went through over half the deck. Didn't find Jeskai Ascendancy. So maybe it was a nice combination of both a bad hand keep and a little bit of unlucky. Jeff, Pioneer, I have no experience with this. How was your stream? I had to cut out of your stream pretty quickly because I had to get back to work. I was busy at work today. But it was nice to pop in and talk to you for a little bit. Yeah, we're playing some Pioneer combo decks. Playing some Jeskai Ascendancy combo and some Lotus Field combo. Kind of weird decks, but pretty excited about it. All good. It was fun. Enjoyed some WoW. Perfect. I love combo decks. Well, this might be up your alley then. It's like a spell-based combo. We're 3-1. Just took our first loss. Lot to reflect on in that match. I don't know if our green matchup, like I said, is as bad as advertised there, but it didn't look great. And I may have also boarded like an idiot and may just have a complete misunderstanding of the matchup. I'm willing to see that might be the case, but from what I could tell, it wasn't so bad. Like, I don't know. Like, the matchup seemed like it should be good, and I was just like, kind of playing badly and drawing badly. So it looks good to me. It's just missing a Jeskai Ascendancy to like kill them pretty quick, and we got like a piece of interaction that we're gonna have to hope is good. Kind of into it. Gonna grab a blue land. Once again, not really loving the no forest based on this draw, but it's okay. I'm kind of into you. Oh, you're too kind and RNG specialist. Too sweet. Too sweet. All right. I just clicked OK for this. She's just like, she just auto-yield all this stuff forever. Island. We're going to play this game off all basics. What do you got? You got something I want to zap? You do. Alright, well, we're not playing a Matador on turn 2. We're going to zap this and play an Unbridled Growth. That was a tilt. The second is Sylvan Awakening. I tell you what, has a lot of diminishing returns. Green, Unbridled Growth, this, so I don't have to use the energy. Yeet that. Fire Impulse lined up well, and getting a reroll on the green matchup is pretty nice. Hopefully we don't get Bark-Eyed trolled on 2. Alright, nothing on 2. You'll love to see that. We can play this land tapped. Play our Carrot. And ship the turn. Alright. Now, we kind of need a few things to go our way, but, ooh, Euro. It's a ramp strategy. This matchup should be pretty good, because I don't think they do a lot, especially in the main deck game. to interact in any meaningful way with us. Make blue. Strategic planning. Sylvan Awakening. Izzet Charm? Izzet Charm actually looks pretty attractive to me. Because we have an extra Sylvan Awakening we're not going to use too. Izzet Charm. I'm going to play this island, and we're just going to go ahead and pass. Before casting this Izzet Charm to draw 2, discard 2, we are going to crack the Unbridled Growth. But, that said, I think there's a chance we have to counter something. Hydrid Crisis? Well, I'm not countering that. This looks like a desperation. They needed to land, I think. Yep, they missed. Makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, I'm going to crack this draw card. Alright, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and draw 2, discard 2 with this. Since we have time. Looking for the old Treasure Cruise. The Extra Awakening and the Impulse, I think, are getting the bin. The mana we might end up needing. Green, Commune. Looking for an Ascendancy, please. Underworld Breach. Okay, that plays. Still have not actually hit like a Treasure Cruise or anything overly impactful, but it might be something we do next turn when we have 6 mana. Okay. Because, like, it's for now, it's something that lets us, like, deterministically win the game if we draw Jeskai Ascendancy, but Nissa's Pilgrimage. Alright, they found their lands. They do not have Spell Mastery, so they're just going to search for 2 basics and put them into play. We are... put them in your hand, yeah. Okay, getting beat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A land. That is not great. Now I think I'm going to spew this just to, like, go deep with these, what's it called? These, communes. Underworld Breach. I could just opt, like, 100 times or something. It seems kind of bad, though. 1 and a green. Let's look for a Jeskai Ascendancy. 1, 2, 3. Done. We found an Unbridled Growth. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go at it again. And then if we find a Treasure Cruise, we'll cast that. Last. Commune. 1, 2, 3. I should just be exiling lands instead of spells. Look, 10 cards. Jeez, we are missing a lot. Have we actually gotten a card yet? Yeah, we got an Unbridled Growth. Okay, sure, whatever, dude. Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 26 cards left. 5, 6. I don't really care that much. Opt. Blue. Then we exile 3 more. Growth. Planning. Commune makes me sad. Done. I mean, hitting a cruise is big game, and there we are. We have the kill next turn, provided we don't get, like, murked by something. Okay. I mean, overall, Underworld Breach looked really good there. It was a, you know, look at the top 10, take an Unbridled Growth, and then a Treasure Cruise. So, I don't know, it looks really good there, but we had a bunch of mana to work with and a bunch of cards in the yard. Nissa. Uh-oh. Well, we have plenty of lands, so I'm not super concerned with the cost of our stuff here. What you got? 3 mana? A euro. Deal. And they're dead. So is Pioneer pretty much modern with no fetches? That's how it had explained to me. It's modern with like half the sets in it, Jeff. Like you have Return to Ravnica forward. So like that's seriously like what, like 6 to 8 years? It might be more than that of just like, hey Reggie, of just like sets that are just not in this format. Like there's nothing to play around, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Whatever. We just play. I could play a Spirebluff Canal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So spell, spell. Yeah, we're just great. All right. White. Here's an Ascendancy. All right. Here's this tap land. What is this? Turn 7? The old turn 7. This is how stupid this matchup is. Like, it just doesn't even feel close, and we're in turn 7. Oh, 1. Green. Red. This thing. Stack. Always yield. Always yield. Yep. Goodbye. Alright. Animate my stuff. Doop. Blue. Green. Unbridled Growth, one of these. Yep. Treasure Cruise. That's pretty nice. It's not bad. Sure is Charm. Alright, now it's just going through the motions. What do I have? I think I need to cast 2 more spells. Blue, green, white, generic, blue. Here is an opt. Yes. Yeah, whatever. We'll just get that. Sure, we'll top that. Yeah, we done here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I would have cast 1 more spell, then killed them. Wow, that matchup looked good. I don't know what their hate package looks like. They are blue, so maybe it's counter spells. They're not a Rest in Peace deck, that's obvious. I don't think they're a Leyline of the Void deck. They are a mana creature deck, and they might have artifacts, so I'm looking at this stuff. I don't think we want a full juke. Clarion might be good here. They have a lot of mana creatures, right? And then we can, like, sweep away the Nissa lands. Gotcha. Are you enjoying the format? I am. I'm testing for it there's a pretty high stakes tournament called the Players Tour that I'm going to be playing in like 2 weeks. That is for Pioneer, and I need to prep. And so I've been playing a bunch of different decks on stream that are Pioneer, and the format's been good. I've enjoyed it more than I've enjoyed Modern for a while, so I think it's pretty good. Remember, we never bring in Clarion, RNG specialist. I did not come for this shade, okay? I am not here looking for this shade. I almost want to make it like a challenge. Just never bring in Clarion challenge. It's like, have this 13 card sideboard. See you at the Players Tour. That's exciting. Can't wait to see you there. It'll be my first PT. Get a little first PT experience action. Is it weird that actually, even though they're a mana creature deck, I don't love a bunch of Fiery Impulses? Like, I kind of want to cut one. Like, I just want to cut one. Is that crazy? I'm going to cut like one of these. Commune has made me big sad. I'm just yeeting these Communes. Like, they were kind of, like, okay that game, and I still just hated them. Still just did not dislike. Big head happy. I actually like Izzet Charm a lot. They have, like, big fat Nisses and crap I'm trying to counter, so I'm kind of into that. Kind of into it. Unbridled Growth. I'm probably not going to churn any more 1-mana spells. So maybe I'll churn like an Izzet Charm. Maybe I don't want 4 Disputes. This is all kind of hard. 1 planning. I did the math. No, we're going to cut 1 planning. That's calculated. I did the math. No further questions. Honestly, I'm down for an MTG fitness session with Drake. Yeah, we can get a little workout in. Sick pro magic brags. What do you want from me? It's my first PT. That's not a brag, I guess. Maybe it's like a little bit of a brag. It's not really a brag. It's a fake brag. What does this hand do? Does this hand do anything? This hand needs like a lot. I'm just going to look at this hand. This hand needs way too much. This hand does not need as much. So I'm going to keep this. And I actually like the Attunes. Both of them. So I might just bottom this opt. That feels like it sucks. But I'm going to do it. I think Opt is the weakest card in the hand, and I think if we get the first Jeskai Ascendancy countered, we're going to want to be able to play the second one. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, I don't really have a good answer to that. Shock. Green, Attune. I'm going to go grab a blue land. We have the option of if we draw a Fiery Impulse and want to kill their land or elves next turn, we can just attune for the red source and then play it. But if we draw a Abrade, I feel dumb. Alright, the beats. Yeah, see, this looks like a Nissa on turn 3. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Turn 3 Nissa's not bad. Attune. Go grab the red source. Play the blue land. Pass the turn. I think we're going to be too slow here on the draw. Alright, I shouldn't have cut Impulse. I regret it. I regret it, chat. I regret it. I'm sorry. Yep. The old turn 3 Nissas. And they get to plus up and hold up counter magic. Like, we're going to slam this Ascendancy and then feel really stupid when we get it countered. Can't wait. I'm excited, chat. Yeah, I should have brought in Clarion. Clarion would be excellent right here. Just, like, put them back to 4 mana or whatever. I have so many regrets. Slam. Slam. You don't have anything. Oh no, this probably means I'm dead. Don't Ugin me, please. Actually, just like put lethal on the table. This is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. If we get Ulamog, we'll go ahead and get a little pick 'em up. A little pick 'em up action. Graces for X equals 8. Can we beat that? Yeah, we can beat that. We can beat that. We just need to draw the Sylvan Awakening. Sylvan Awakening, cast it, loot into a 1-drop that matters. Profit. The Notorious YV. Good thing we left Clarion at home. Correct. Treasure Cruise. I don't think that does anything. Play second Ascendancy. That doesn't do anything. That's game. Alright, alright. I probably boarded like a chungus. Noted. 100 disputes, probably not good. Taking out Impulse, almost certainly not good. Alright, alright. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're bringing this Clarion. Clarion's coming in. It's happening. Just cut the disputes. Just like kill their idiots. This looks like it sucks. We're doing it. We're doing it. Bringing in the Clarions. Let's concede. Noted. Bruh, Clarion. Oh, no, we don't have Clarion. Do we just mulligan because it doesn't have Clarion? Seems appropriate. I don't know. Like, I'm going to keep this hand. This hand kind of sucks. But, like, Ops and Treasure Cruise attract me. The Breach might just suck. Everything about this hand might just be bad. Never mind. I talked myself into mulliganing this. It's, like, probably not a mulligan. But I feel like I'm about to mulligan this. If we find, like, one strategic planning, we have a quick Treasure Cruise, but bad hand, but keep. What? We don't keep bad hands, though. Johnny Tragic? That's a very flavorful name. Max Chungus. It's a me. Nah, keep. Nah. I'm good. We have the Clarion! Alright, look at this. Immediately rewarded for mulliganing. I'm a genius, is what I've learned. And Unbridled Growth actually looks pretty good in this hand. We just need to decide if we want a Clarion or if we want to keep Impulse. I think we want to keep Clarion. I'm just gonna... We don't have another land, though. Oh, I want to bottom the Clarion. Oh, no. Oh, no. I want to bottom this Clarion. Chat, I just want to bottom this Clarion. Keep the Impulse? What? Why would you advocate for bottoming the Clarion? How could you? Oh, my God. We're going to play Unbridled Growth on one on our Aether Hub. Yeah. Okay. Energy. Make a green Unbridled Growth. Your turn, opponent. Well, I want you to win. You're so sweet. 7 was better if you bought him Clarion anyways. That's not true. This is a Jeskai Ascendancy. Our last 7 did not have a Jeskai Ascendancy. Another Unbridled Growth. Interesting. Why is this mana so weird? Make red, yeet that. I think I'm casting this. But like I'm in this weird spot where I'm like, my mana is good, but I need to cash these out to hit my land drop, which is like kind of dopey. I'm probably only cashing one of them out. I'll probably cash this out next turn. 2 mana, nothing to do. Never mind, I'm gonna planning looking for it. Planning. Find me a land, please. They're thinking about countering it. I'd be into countering it if I were them. Take the Treasure Cruise. Crack this draw card. Missed on the land. I'm very unlucky. Alright, go. I mean, we got a Treasure Cruise. Can't really complain. We got Treasure Cruise. This is Pilgrimage that finds them lands. So now if we get our land drop, I think it can actually be any land except plains. It can't be plains. Hate to see plains. Ugh. Now we can cast the Jeskai Ascendancy. Alright, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. Guess we're never cashing in this Unbridled Growth. White. Red. Blue. What is happening? Red. Blue. Thank you. Here's an Ascendancy. Go. Now we need to find the Sylvan Awakening. And a land. But we have Treasure Cruise to do that. So we're okay. Castle Garenbrick. That's a little scary. What do you have? You have a bunch of mana. I know one of the cards in your hand is a forest. This looks like... What's 6 mana creature? Cavalier? Okay. That is one of the least scary things they could do, but they did hit a Euro. If they hit Garenbrig, can they Titan me? Not Titan me. Ulamog me next turn? Not even close. If they need 8 lands, they just put their 6th into play. 7th. Okay, never mind. Now it's close. That's not a Garenbrig, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And this Impulse looks to have expired, so I'm excited to Attune. Turn on this Aether Hub. That Attune was actually like kind of a pog draw. Yep. I'm going to discard this Impulse. Yep. Alright, yeah, that doesn't matter. Huh. Go grab Island. And then now we can spend this entire turn looking for the Sylvan Awakening. Let's play the Island. There's 7 cards in yard. I don't see why not. Let's just go for it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm kind of gonna leave 1 card in yard actually. I'm gonna leave we'll leave an Unbridled Growth in the yard. And then I think I'm going to pay this mana. Because I don't want to use colored mana out of that this turn. Like, I want to do that later. Yep. Oh my god, there's too many Treasure Cruises. I found the amount of cruises that is too many Treasure Cruises. That is a very good draw. That is a very, very good draw. Yeah, I mean, go. Let's not die. But if we don't die, we're in good shape. They can Ugin -3. right? This is 8 mana. This is not a Nugan. What is this? 4 mana. A Euro? Deal. Tighten up. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Garen Brigg spooks me. Garen Brigg gets me every time in Modern, where I'm like, okay, yeah, they can't Titan me next turn because they don't have an amulet in play, and so Bounce Line doesn't get them there. Like, even Azusa stuff, like, I mean, they'd have to have a lot to be able to actually Titan me next turn, so I'm just, like, doing the math, and they just go Garen Brigg Titan. I'm like, oh my god. Why? Why does that card do that? Because I have a 1-mana spell here, I'm tempted to actually opt on Instep. And I think I actually will. Because I'm looking for... Wait, no, I don't have Disputes in the deck. Never mind. We're out here jamming. Naturalize. Oh, geez. That is so bad. This is 11. So... I guess let's opt. How do they have Naturalize instead of Return to Nature? That is, like, strictly worse. Everything is terrible, chat. Jeskai Ascendancy. Nope. Jeskai Ascendancy. Nope. Okay. I guess it's blowed up. Yikes. Opt. Don't want that. Abrade. Abrade actually might do a good job keeping me alive. Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to find a Caryatid here. But Abrade keeps you from dying to Nissa. Oh, jeez. Well, that's less than ideal. Okay. Same number of things kill me. Breach doesn't do a lot for me. Does this have trample? Does not. None of this has trample. Alright, whatever. You'd have to have 2 Nisses to kill me. But I think the mana is more important. I still don't really know how I win this game, though. Yep, there's the Nissa. Kind of saw this coming. Which is why, part of why I wanted the hate that I have. Red. Another Abrade, deal 3 to this. Before you draw a card. If they have Dispute, I'm dead. But I was never beating Dispute anyway. Man, how did this game get away from us? I feel like we played okay. I mean, them just having the Naturalize was so big. Well, we 3-2'd. And we lost to, like, our 2 losses were to both green decks, right? Yeah, we 3-2'd and our 2 losses were to the green decks. That feels so weird. Maybe that is why we have impulses. Like, I don't understand why those are bad matchups. It feels like they don't interact well with us until they sideboard. So it feels like we have basically a free game and then, like, an entire, like, 2 games of sideboarding to figure out, you know, how to steal a win. That's wild. I mean, maybe I was supposed to board in Clarion more. Maybe I just boarded badly. But it did feel like their interaction post-board mattered pretty substantially. Like, we didn't... Like, the Young Pyromancer juke looks really bad in the face of ramps, so we're just trying to kill them really quickly. But if they naturalize us, it just takes us so long to find another Jeskai Ascendancy. But you don't really have time to sit there and try to hold up, like, an Izzet Charm or something for a naturalize. I mean, there are soft counters anyway. Maybe this is, like, indicative that we need, like, Dispels or something, like, Like a real hard counter in our sideboard for these decks where like all these soft counters just like don't really do anything. Got a real question for you. What made you play fair Magic at SCG Knox with Snowblade, Johnny Tragic? What made me play it at that tournament? I mean, I talked about it in the YouTube video, but like Harlan won the Modern Open with it, and then Kevin won the Classic with it, and so like I knew I wanted to play Oko, so I just picked the best Oko deck. Aether Gust necessary in the board for us. Aether Gust is so much mana to hold up, and it isn't like even really a permanent answer. Like if we Aether Gust their Naturalize, we still have to deal with it on the next turn. If people are seriously trying to fight this deck with Naturalizes instead of Graveyard Hate, I think these need to be Dispels, if that's what's happening. Like, the problem is this counters Unmoored Ego, and that matters, especially with, like, the Niv deck being one of the top decks right now. But it's just not okay. Or maybe, like, Swan Song, if we just, like, want to still be able to hit Ego. It also counters enchantments. Maybe Swan Song's actually kind of good. I'm trying to think how to solve this deck's problems. Because it felt pretty consistent. Commune with the Gods looked heinous. If we're doing the Commune with Gods thing, I think I want either like another Breach. Maybe we're supposed to play like another Breach and like another Commune with the Gods. Like just go all in on the graveyard stuff that game one, and like the Izzet Charms just kind of suck. Because the Izzet Charms didn't really wow me. And finding Ascendancy was so important that, like, even if we were milling 5 cards, if we eventually find a Treasure Cruise, we're okay. And being able to hit Underworld Breach is really attractive. Oh, you also hit these? That's so many hits. Maybe we just got unlucky with our communes. So we have 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 hits. Feels like a lot. I think we can slip a 15th. I kind of want to play another commune and another breach. If I were doing this, just, like, tighten up those slots. Maybe cut a Fiery Impulse. I don't know if we need 4. And play, like, I don't know, maybe a 4th commune or a 4th breach or something. Just, like, max out on linearity game 1, and then game 2 just, like, board into stuff. But, I mean, the Fiery Impulses seem like they were really important for, like, catching up against the Llanowar Elves decks, because this combo deck's so slow. I just don't know. Swan Song is really decent. Yeah, I feel like Swan Song might be okay. Swan Song hits everything you can get off Bring to Light, right? The Young Pyromancers impressed me. The decks that I feel like are trying to rip me, it feels like Young Pyromancer is really good against. And the Swan Songs are kind of bad when you're trying to Young Pyromancer somebody. The Dispels would be better there. I don't know, maybe we do like a split. 1 Swan Song, 1 Dispute, 1 Dispel. That makes perfect sense. I did the math. It all checks out. Yeah, I don't really know. I'd need to go in the tank to see what Pioneer options have available for protecting. I wish we had Veil of Summer. Could Veil of Summer naturalize? That'd be disgusting. But we don't have Veil of Summer, so we need to find something. Is Autumn's Veil in this format? I could almost buy Autumn's Veil. Just like something to protect our Jeskai Ascendancies. Wait, Veil of Summer doesn't protect from Naturalize, it only protects from Decay. Tilt. Never mind, it doesn't solve our problem. What gives our permanents like Hexproof for 1 mana? Is there something that can give this Hexproof for 1 mana? Protect against Naturalizes? Yeah, we'll have to do a Scryfall search. This deck feels powerful. It feels closer than it definitely felt at the beginning, and Underworld Breach looked good the one time we cast it, but having only 2 in the deck means it didn't actually come up that much. But at the same time, we didn't really need it that much. It is kind of mana intensive. But it does make more deterministic kills more often, so I'm pretty into Underworld Breach as a small splash in this deck, but it doesn't seem like we're a great Underworld Breach deck. Yeah, that's it. I think that's my thoughts on Jeskai Ascendancy. If you guys have any more questions, I can go ahead and get those answered. Thank you all for hanging out. If you are watching here on Twitch, please hit that follow button. It's the easiest way to support me on Twitch and let you know when I go live. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support me on YouTube. We'll let you know when I post more videos. RNG Specialist, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. We're going to be playing Lotus Field next. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can find the Lotus Field combo video somewhere in the Pioneer channel. Should be the most recent video, so it should be pretty easy to find. For everyone here on Twitch, we'll be doing that momentarily. Thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.